Tell me a little bit about what I'm looking at that you have in your hands.
So this is a handgun chambered in .22 long rifle that I built out of tourist stuff you get at gift shops. All the basic components of a firearm are here. So squeeze the trigger, hits the firing pin, which ignites the primer and sends the round off. Hey, I'm Evan, and people think I'm a heretic because I make guns out of furniture.
Radicals, dissidents, rebels, and misfits. You can call them whatever you like. But what if they're right?
Hey, I'm Evan. I build cyber ranges for a living.
What is a cyber range?
Cyber range is, if you think about a gun range, is where you'd go to improve your shooting. Cyber range is where you'd go to improve your hacking. So offensive, defensive, digital forensics, your information security skills. We test systems as simulated adversaries, so we can find issues and vulnerabilities before actual adversaries do. The most heretical idea that people associate with me the most, that guns are remarkably simple devices and they can be made wherever there's a need for one. The gun laws right now are an absolute convoluted hot mess. Politicians, they write these laws and it's not based in reality. And so what we get is a lot of confusion around what you can do legally. I mean, there are 1,000 ways to go to prison for the things you have on your firearm, right? And it changes state to state. I don't know how to begin to untangle that mess. And so I wanted to see if I could design a gun that's simple enough that avoids all of that. With the process so simple, at what point of that process can you attach regulation? How can you possibly make that process illegal?
What was the purpose of an exercise like this? You know, building weapons out of things you can buy after security at an airport.
At the time, airport security was sort of trending towards more invasive and ultimately less effective techniques for screening. And if it's not effective, I thought the most effective way to show that to people was a practical demonstration. So I reached out to the TSA initially and told them that I believe that I could build weapons out of things that are for sale at the airport, and I'll build them at home and let you guys know what I come up with. I basically said, look, after 30 days, I'm going to publish my findings. Take this time to make any changes that you'd like to make before this information becomes available. Didn't really hear back, and after that amount of time, I just published the findings. And this way that, if there are vulnerabilities, people can make an informed decision as to whether or not they want to participate in that. If you're confronted with the fact that things in airports can be used to build weapons that are dangerous, right, then it's hard for you to go along with the way things are currently being done without some serious cognitive dissonance.
I too am very skeptical of the efficacy of the security theater we see, especially at airports. But I think by and large people deal with that frustration by accepting that it probably makes them a little safer. What's your message to folks who have that belief?
For me, what I enjoy doing is pointing out the absurdity in policy and regulation, and using that as a tool for people to ask questions about it, to cast doubt. There was an internal investigation, and I think they failed 94 or 96% of the time. Someone tried to smuggle something in. I think the TSA would probably do well to stop existing. I think if you allowed an organization to continue with that sort of failure rate, then you're not heading anywhere good. What do I hope people take away from this? I think it depends greatly on your overall position on guns. If you don't like them, then you're going to be probably frustrated. With the realization that guns can be made quickly and simply, I think it's a firmware update for people. The more knowledge they have about what's true, what's actually demonstrably true, can only benefit them. And I hope this demonstration around guns is going to do the same or have the same effect around people who write these laws and propose this legislation, and to better understand what solutions will actually work. That make sense?
That makes a lot of sense.
That makes a little sense. You're being generous. This one is made from MDF, and I got out of a little touristy sign. I think it said, I must be a mermaid because I want to get my tail to the beach or something. Cringe on wood, is there a genre for that? I don't know.